What's up, Roxstars? It's Rox with a little bit of talk about what's at the top of the blog. So let's get to it. There's some whores in this house. 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 There's some whores in. Oh, there's quite a bit of talk about wet ass pussy, isn't it? Or should I call it WAP, because that's the politically correct, that is the safer for work title for the new song by Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion. I don't know whose song it is. Is it Cardi B's song and Meg Thee Stallion is on that? I believe it is, because I think Cardi B raps first. Well, that doesn't matter, does it? Look at me. I'm trying to, I don't know whose song it is, but that's the new song that's out. Now, when they announced that the song was going to be coming out, I knew it was going to be a controversial song, okay, because we've got these two women that are on there that are big in the rap world right now. It has to make a statement, okay? So I figured that it was going to be something in your face, all right? Wasn't quite expecting this, but wasn't super surprised, you guys. Listen, right now, life is highly sexualized. This is the way that our society is right now. Should I say it's right or wrong? That's not for me to decide. That is what it is, though. I saw the video. I thought the video was clever. It was cute. When I heard the actual song, I was just like, I mean, it's okay. I didn't really pay attention to the words like that. I mean, they're rapping. Well, I could hear the words that Cardi did, but Meg is rapping very fast. And I just wanted to just kind of hear the music and watch the video and whatever. I know there were problems with the people that were in the video. I think, most of the problems were with Kylie Jenner, which I guess was expected because, the Jenners and the Kardashians are not people's favorites these days. And many people are saying that they should have had Lil' Kim in there, which would have actually been iconic. But, they're thinking about the people that they are catering to and the younger generation and, the Jenners and the Kardashians. I mean, there's many people that say that they don't like them. I mean, they've got millions and millions and millions of followers. People are watching them, so they have an impact on social media and the entertainment industry, the music industry, all of that. So that's, I'm sure, the reason why they put Kylie Jenner in there. They also had, let's see, rapper Ruby Rose. They had Sukihana the GOAT. I was like, good for Sukihana. Okay. They had Normani. So, I mean, it was fine. I heard the song and I was like, is that something I'm going to be bumping in my car all the time and jamming to? No, I won't. Okay. Is it something that when I'm out with my girls and, it comes on and, we blast it in the car, or if we at a lounge, because, we ain't clubbing no more. But if we out at a bar lounge, it comes on, or if we at a party at somebody's house and it comes on, am I going to enjoy it? Yes, I will. It's one of those songs. It's a hoe anthem, but it also reminds me, it puts me back in the mindset of when My Neck, My Back came out, some years ago when I was younger, and that was the song that, everybody loved to get crunk to. And it was the women saying, everybody pop your pussy like this, back then that was risque. Child, the shit that Cardi B, I was going to read the lyrics for you guys in the video today, but it will surely get me flagged. She is saying some nasty shit. When you read the explicit lyrics, the shit is nasty. Cardi B's part is way nastier than Meg Thee Stallion's, okay? She still kind of uses some metaphors and, cleverly disguises things of what she's saying, but no, not that Cardi B. Ooh, it's a lot. So it's only for me, when I'm talking about just me, it would only be when I'm in that mode of really just trying to have a good ass time and listen to some old ignorant shit and, things like that. But you guys, they didn't make the song for me. I'm not their demographic. I'm fucking 50 fucking years old. They're not trying to impress me. Okay, it's good if the women that are my age and up, would support the song, but they don't give a fuck about what Roxanne say. I realize that. This is the shit that my kids listen to, or my daughter and her friends probably. It's a song. It's no more than that for me. It's not nothing that, I feel like all these think pieces need to be written about and all of that, because men do it all the time. And it's so repetitive to say these things. Like, men do it all the time. Nobody has a problem with all of the misogynistic shit that men say in their rap songs and all of that. But yet and still, and it's only the men that really got a problem with the song. I mean, the bottom line is, if you don't like the fucking song, don't listen to it. Don't listen to it. How hard is that? I've only heard the song when I've gone to the song. All right. I'm rarely in my car because of COVID and shit. So I don't know if they play it on the radio. I don't know how they can. The song is very, very nasty. The song is nasty. Okay. But, yeah, I don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with it. I know, CeeLo and, all these people were saying how horrible it was. And, these women, let them tell it. That song by itself is responsible for all of the wild ass women out there that's just going around getting spit in their mouth. And, I can't. It's a song. Nobody said that it was an autobiography of what the fuck they do on a day-to-day basis. So that's it. That's it. But yeah, it's not a song that I'm gonna be bumping all the time. But I can sure believe when I'm drunk with my girls and it comes on, I'm sure we gonna have a good ass time to it. A good ass time. But yeah, y'all, it's just like, what do you guys want? You want demure women that are weak, that are going to stay in their place, that are going to say, what men want them to say, the whole Stepford wife. I mean, is that what you want? That's just not what it is. There's women out there. There's sexual women. There's women who say what they mean and mean what they say and do what they want to do. And I mean, the movement is here, you guys. The June Cleaver woman is long gone. I mean, they're still out there. But there's also many other facets of being a woman. Folks just gonna have to accept that there's some women that's raunchy, and some women that's celebrating that. There's some women that are conservative. There's some women that fall in between the two. I mean, we women, that we should be able to be and do what we want to be and do, okay? And men shouldn't be the ones telling us what the fuck we need to be and do, because women definitely can't tell men what they need to be and do. Men don't listen to shit that a woman say. So that's that on that, y'all. What y'all thought about the song? You are entitled to like it. You are entitled to not like it. All right, just let me know what you think in the comments. Guys, this is gonna be so tiring, and I don't even really want to talk about it because it's just been so much on social media these last few days. But let's talk about Real Housewives of Potomac. More specifically, Monique and her husband getting on social media and saying that the girls, or some of the girls, were plotting to lie on her, to, I guess, make her look bad on the show. I'm not really clear why they would have done any of this, but that is what she is saying. So, when you watch Real Housewives of Potomac and they're talking about the disgusting rumors that supposedly Charisse had put out there about Monique, she wouldn't say on the show what the rumors were, but Giselle did tell us that there was rumors going around that she was having an affair with the trainer, and that the baby could possibly not be her husband Chris's. Okay, well, Monique expanded on that and said that wasn't exactly what the rumor that she was upset about was. What she was upset about was there's some other friend, I think they call her Gigi, who is friends with Charisse. And ultimately, this is why Charisse put the news out there. But the friend is saying that not only was Monique pregnant by somebody else, but she had an abortion because she was not sure if the baby that she was pregnant with was Chris's, or I'm supposing this trainer, okay? And that Monique was lying about the abortion and making it seem like she had a miscarriage. Remember all of the rainbow baby of last season, the person is saying that she lied and said that she had a miscarriage, you know, to gain sympathy on the show or with her castmates or whatever, and, you know, that all that was a lie. And so Charisse was putting that information out. I guess they were reaching out to the producers of the show. I'm not sure if this girl Gigi was trying to get on the show or what, but that is the gist of the beef. Monique didn't know anything about it. Supposedly Karen made her hip to it because the culprits in the case is allegedly Giselle, Candace, Robin. Okay, Ashley did not want to take part in it, and so she shut that down whenever she was around, that she was not going to be a part of it. We've got the new girl Wendy, who I don't believe is involved in any of that, and then Karen saying that she would not be involved and ultimately told Monique. And there's other shit that's going on, I guess, behind the scenes that we don't know about, but that is the main part of it. So Monique, now knowing about all of this, is the reason why she's mad at Charisse, and more reason why her and Candace's relationship suffered, and they, you know, they're not friends. She had Chris on the live with her. You know, very rarely do the men speak out the way that Chris did. It's clear that Chris is pissed about it. It has clearly made problems in their household, okay? And whether or not Monique did it, when it starts to get to a point like this, it might just be time to just wrap the shit up, okay? Because too much pressure on your marriage, and it doesn't have to be, because supposedly she doesn't even need the money, you know? They were wealthy before she was on the show. Like, it comes to a point where, are you putting your relationship on the line for whatever this money is that they give you, but, you know, it could possibly destroy your marriage or your family? You know, I don't know if it's worth it. I'm sure that it's difficult for somebody to just throw in the towel, you know, as far when their pride is involved. It's just like, I'm not gonna let these bitches run me off the show. But she don't need that. If she does have the money that she says she does, she doesn't need that like maybe some of the other women would. We've been watching Real Housewives of Atlanta for a long time, and I know for a fact that after it gets past a few seasons and it starts to really get deep into the show, you know, we on the 5th season on Real Housewives of Potomac now. This is when shit starts to get nasty. This is when shit starts to get ugly. Okay, because the same thing happened with Real Housewives of Atlanta. As time went on, you know, it went from just fun shade and girls just laughing and having a good time to like really deep down, like dirty shit. So I think Real Housewives of Potomac has turned that corner, and they're about to start getting into that kind of shit there. And, you know, 10, 11, 12, 13 seasons along, like Real Housewives of Atlanta, Real Housewives of Potomac is probably going to look exactly like Real Housewives of Atlanta does. Okay, so that is the beef. That's the problem that Monique has with the rest of the girls. Now, I only follow Monique and Karen. I don't follow the rest of them. So I don't know what the other side is saying. I'm just giving you guys Monique's side. You guys can share what Giselle, Robin, and Candace's side is. I always believe that people do things to you when you've done something to them, but that is not the reality. Okay, sometimes people come after you for absolutely no reason. You haven't done anything to them, and they still find it in themselves to attack you for something. So it doesn't make sense to me that these girls would come after Monique for absolutely no reason. But it does happen, and I have to realize that. But I just want to know what exactly has caused all of this friction between Monique and those 3 girls. I'm actually very surprised that Robin is in there. I mean, I'm not surprised because Robin just kind of follows Giselle, but I am surprised because what did Monique do to Robin at all? It seems like Robin would have just left herself out of that altogether. I could understand Giselle and I can understand Candace, but Robin, I'm not real sure why. So you guys, I I don't know what the full story is, and I don't even know if I really care what the full story is. I just kind of feel like when it starts getting to a point when it's like this, it's nasty, and you got to be doing nightly lives, and you got to be talking about it, and it's putting all this strain on your relationships, your family, then it might be time to just be like, fuck it. So we'll see what happens after this season if Monique decides to come on back. And like I said, you're welcome to tell me Candace and Giselle and Robin's side, because Monique made it seem like she hadn't done anything to them girls, and that just out of the blue after Andy's baby shower, those three girls got together and sat and actually plotted and planned out this whole storyline. Okay, so I don't know. I do not know, but y'all clarify for me. I always know that it's this side and that side and then the truth. Okay, so y'all put me up on game and let me know what's what with that. We know that there's been many effects of COVID-19, and it's affected basically everything and everybody that you would come in contact with. College football, it looks like it is over for the Big Ten and Pac-12 conferences. Is that what they call? Y'all know I'm not football, so just please give me a break on this. I really had to read up on it. I was just like, they're gonna be like, Roxanne, why you even reporting on shit you don't even know what you're talking about? But I'm gonna try my best for you guys. So Big Ten and Pac-12 has decided that they will not play for the first semester, that they are going to pick the sport back up in the springtime as of now, but right now they're not doing it. Now there are other conferences that are continuing on. There's Big 12, okay, and they are moving forward. All right, there's a revised schedule that was put out with the Big 12 and all of that. But yeah, Big 10 and Pac-12 said no go. They are concerned about the health of their athletes. They're mostly concerned about myocarditis. I think that's what it's called. Yes, myocarditis, which is an inflammation of the heart. Okay, and that happens because of a virus in a person's body. They're concerned that if their athletes do contract the virus, that they can get, myocarditis. So in order to protect their athletes, they do not want to even, because nobody knows the long-term effects of COVID, right? So they have decided that it's going to be safest for their athletes not to play. But you guys have to remember that college football is huge. I mean, these colleges and universities stand to lose so much money. Some of these schools rely on their athletic programs. And I think Pac-12 has canceled all of their sports programs throughout all of their schools. Okay, so it's not just football. When schools are looking at their bottom line, I'm sure that them looking at a semester of no football or no sports is going to greatly impact their financial standing. So they are really trying to figure out how they can get these kids to continue to play. And it really comes down to like a moral issue, because everybody knows that coronavirus is out there, and everybody knows that you get it from contact. All right. Everybody knows that football is a contact sport. All right. So that means that everybody knows that at some point or the other, if one player gets the virus and they play the game, chances are it will spread like wildfire. Okay. And so they can have all of these meetings and conversations and all that, but it's really just whether or not you are going to ignore the guidelines of the CDC and, what we already know about it, or if you are going to just continue to press forward. You've got kids also that want to play, and I get that as well. These kids have been playing since they're 5 years old. And their dream, their whole lives was to, get to 12th grade, graduate, go to college, play for some big, huge college, get drafted in the NFL, That has been their dream. That's been their focus. That's what their family is focused on. I mean, some families are relying on, you know, what these kids are going to be able to do if they are ultimately drafted to the NFL. So, you know, now you got one semester and a fucking virus that can just wipe all of that out for some of these kids. And so I realized that these kids are like, fuck, I've been doing all this my whole life. Like, now it's getting, you know, now I can't play, you know. And then when you talk about the NFL draft, if they don't play a sport, then what is the NFL going to draft? What you looking at, past seasons? Like, I don't even know how that would work. There is some concern that them picking up the sport in the springtime, that the athletes will then be overworked because that will double up the schedule. You know, they're going to be trying to catch up the games that they've missed all the way from August to December. So it doubles up the schedule, which means that their athletes can get injured easier. That is not a word, Roxanne. But easier because they are playing more. Okay, they're out there doing more. They're working their body harder. And so, you know, there's a lot to think about there. This virus, I'm telling you, has fucked up so much. I mean, you can sit and think about your life and realize that the virus has affected, you know, pretty much every aspect of your life right now. Okay, in one way or the other. And so now the schools are facing that. Okay, I have a friend that has kids that are in high school. They still go to football practice every day. The schools are not in, and I'm talking about in the Atlanta area. Even though school is not in and everybody is online, they still practicing football, and I'm assuming they still planning on playing football games. That football is serious, and depending on what parts of the country, it's way more serious than others. So, you know, when we were in Texas, we had visited Dallas, and honey, it was like school football, high school football was it. And I didn't know that it was like that, you know, in some places. But yeah, so there's a lot of pressure on all of these big universities and these big conferences and trying to figure out what they're going to do. But I mean, I just feel like eventually that they're going to all have to just wrap it up as well. But you know how it is, a hard head make a soft ass. And sometimes people just got to realize that on their own. And unfortunately, some of these kids are going to be the ones that are sacrificed, because if somebody does really get sick from it, you know, then we know what that outcome can be as well. So that's what's going on with the the Big 10 and the Pac-12. Do any of you guys have any kids that play sports? It's not just the NFL the college football that's affected. There's some basketball teams that are affected as well, but right now, because this is the time that football season would be getting hot, they're at the front line. But anyway, you guys tell me if you have any students that play any sports, and are you willing to let your child play, or you know what you guys have decided. But yeah, y'all talk about that in the comments too.